Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 138 prize giving function. May I request His Highness Maharaja Krishan Chandrapal ji of Karoli, Senior Vice President, Mayo College General Council, to kindly welcome the chief guest, Mr. Leo Puri. Your Highness, please.
Your Highnesses, members of the General Council, parents, old boys, students, members of the staff, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to the 138th prize giving of Mayo College. It's my pleasure to welcome our chief guest, Shri Leo Puri. I am also delighted to welcome especially my batchmates of 1972. Along with batches of 82, 95, 96 and 97. Mr. Leo Puri is the chairman South and South Asia at JP Morgan Chase Bank. We are delighted to have him amongst us as there is a special connect with him out of being that of being a Mayoite. He was at Mayo College from 1971 to 78. He was appointed the college captain in 1978. While at Mayo, he was part of Ajmer House, my old house. He was awarded college colors and was also the captain of the football team. He was awarded the JTM Gibson Excellence Award for 2013 for his outstanding achievements in his professional career. Leo is a financial and consultant sector veteran with over 30 years of experience in consultancy and finance. He joined JP Morgan Chase in November 2020 and is presently based in Singapore. He has worked as a director and senior advisor with McKinsey and Company. He was previously the managing director and chief executive officer of UTI Asset Management Company known as AMC, also AMC, from 2013 to 2018. From 2007 to 2012, he was a partner at Warburg Pincus, where he was responsible for leading and managing investments across industries in India. He has been the chairman of the Association of Mutual Funds in India, AMFI, and served on several government and regulatory advisory committees. He holds board positions in Hindustan Unilever, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, and Tata Sons. He has also held board positions in Infosys Limited, Max New York Life, Max Healthcare, Max Bupa, Bennett and Coleman, Northern Arc, and BillDesk. He has a master's in politics, philosophy, and economics from the University of Oxford and master's in law from the University of Cambridge. He likes to read history and political biographies. He enjoys Western classical music and theatre An avid sportsman in school, he used to play hockey till the university level, and now he plays golf. He loves holidaying with family, trekking, visiting historical sites, and going on safaris. His passion for trekking and mountaineering made him undertake an expedition to the Mount Everest base camp in 2012. Coincidentally, for the third time in a row, all three persons present on stage are also Mayoites. Leo belongs to the same batch as our previous chief guest, Shri Harsh Shringla, who we had last year. To sum it up for you all, he is testament to the spirit that is imbibed in each one of us, that there is nothing that a Mayoite cannot do. I can also conclude by saying 3 cheers for Leo, the Lion of Mayo.
Thank you, Your Highness. May I now call upon Lieutenant General S.H. Kulkarni, PVSM, AVSM, Bar 2 VSM, Director Mayo College, to address the gathering.
Your Excellency, the Senior Vice President of the General Council, members of the General Council, our Chief Guest, Mr. Leo Puri, distinguished guests, old faculty members, present faculty members, old boys, and our very special group of parents and students. I extend a very warm welcome to all of you. At the risk of my current position as director, may I take the liberty of correcting the Senior Vice President. This is actually the 5th successive occasion on which the 3 of us on stage have all been old boys. At the very outset, I must pay homage to those who left us in the past year. Former students, family members, staff members, our karmacharis. It's not been a very good year. But I would only like to mention a few people this afternoon. And first and foremost, in January this year, our President, His Highness Maharao Brijraj Singh Ji of Kota, left us suddenly at the end of January. He was a distinguished old boy, a parliamentarian, a conservationist, a lover of arts and history, an author, and a long-standing patron of the school. He had served the General Council in various capacities for nearly 6 decades. His encyclopedic knowledge, ability to grasp issues quickly, and his decisive nature were hallmarks of his persona. Within the past few days, we've also lost a couple of our other former staff members. For those of you who were in Bharatpur House in the 60s, would remember your matron, Mrs. Pushpa Puri. She passed away recently, and just 3 days ago, when he had arrived in Ajmer to attend our PG at my invitation, Mr. Shyam Mathur suddenly passed away. After his retirement, Mr. Mathur was very active in theatre and music circles in Ajmer and made a huge mark for himself. And he regularly reached out to us to give an opportunity for our students to perform on the stage and at other concerts in Ajmer and in nearby places. But even as we mourn the passing of these legendary people, we have reason to celebrate the presence of someone who touched my life 60 years ago. We have amongst us, at my very special request, Mrs. B.C. Gui, wife of my housemaster in Colvin House, Mr. Gui. For those of you who think are catching up in age, she will be completing her century in February next year. She's there seated, and Deepika ma'am, if you can raise your hand on her behalf. And Mr. Hadra. There could have been no greater honor bestowed on me at this stage of my life. May I now take this opportunity to welcome the boys of our outgoing batch of 2022 who had an uncertain year. Exams got dragged all the way till June, but they've done exceptionally well, and they are sitting here to my left. Welcome back, and let's hear a shout from you while we cheer for you. Apart from collecting your prizes today, I'm sure you are relishing the freedom of not having to obey any of the rules that I set for you. But they are the reason for inspiration of the current boys who are here amongst us. And as you have witnessed over the last 2 days, that inspiration has rubbed off heavily down to the youngest boy in class 4. My heart swells with pride to announce that I am the senior-most student of this great school still serving here. After a hiatus of 2 years, it's my privilege to welcome our alumni. And though the senior vice president did do it, I think you were caught off guard and I didn't hear a loud enough shout, so I'm going to do it again. But I suspect today, with both sides of the pavilion filled up with alum, that we have more old boys on campus than present students. Let me begin by welcoming our Silver Jubilee batch of 97. We have the batch of 1996 also celebrating their jubilee. Not to be outdone, the 1995 batch is also masquerading as a jubilee batch. Over the last 2 years, they've been negotiating to have this celebration. And what I have noticed, as the boys of 95 and 96 have aged, but their better halves look as good as before. And this is commendable considering you're putting up with Mayoites. We also have the batch of 1982 who've completed 40 years. Let's give them a big shout. But the last, but not the least, the youngest of all batches, whose legs are strong and have climbed right to the top of Bikaner Pavilion, the Golden Jubilee batch of 1972. And even as we cheer for them, let us for a moment feel for their long-suffering spouses. God knows how many times they've heard the same old stories about Mayo. There's a saying that our old boys grow old, but they never grow up. Over the last 2 days, you would have gone around and seen the play, the exhibitions, the sports display, and the music concert. You saw what the boys did, and I hope at least the old boys and the parents, in particular, can now visualize what all our boys can do. And if anything holds them back, there is only a lack of sense of trust in them. My experience tells me that I trust my boys, and they reciprocate the trust and produce wonders. I trust my staff, and they help the boys to produce wonders. Let's acknowledge both these groups because they work in great synergy, our teachers and our students. Remember, when you sent your boy to a boarding school, you sent him with certain things in mind. Two in particular. One, to make him independent and strong, and the second, to allow him to avail of the innumerable opportunities that Mayo has to offer. You can neither make him independent, nor can you provide these opportunities at home. And I can say with full conviction that there is hardly any school in India or abroad that is in a position to offer so many opportunities to each and every child of their school. So all of us who are here should be proud that either we are students, alum, or parents of this very, very unique institution. If our boys actually avail of all the opportunities here, then I'm afraid 24 hours of the day are not enough. And yet, as you have seen in the last couple of days, you'll find the same boys in the play, the same boys at the sports field, and then they're back at the music concert, they're in the exhibitions, they're all over the place. So do not in any way hold them back, because by not releasing them, you're not allowing their full potential to be displayed. To my fellow old boys, please do not live in the past. Come, visit your school like you have and encourage others to do so. And see where the school is now headed and offer me your time and talent. There are other people whose job is to seek funds and other things, but my job is only to seek time and talent. And if any of you have that to offer, or your spouses, I'd be most happy to avail of them. People often ask me, what do you want your students to be when they leave school? I said, in this rather fast-changing world, I want to leave them with one quality, the quality of adaptability. If they can adapt rapidly to changing and uncertain situations, then they will flourish in the world to come. And for that reason, we consciously provide an environment of controlled adversity for them. My staff will tell you that every time you put these adversities in front of the child, they know how to rise above them, how to deal with them, and how to get better day by day by day. We have great traditions in our school, and even as we take much pride in them, and you can see this is evident all over the place here today, our eyes are focused completely on tomorrow, on being a contemporary and relevant school. And if you went around the exhibitions, you would have seen the way we have leveraged technology and incorporated it into our pedagogy in various subjects. In a few months from now, the passing out batch of 23 will become the best ambassadors a school can have. And I want you to applaud them when they come to collect their prizes after this. If I stood here and read out a typical principal's report, then I'm afraid most of you batches will have to forego your batch dinner tonight. So I'm not going to read out a laundry list. Instead, I'm going to ask my 5 senior captains to very briefly give you an exposure into the world of this school that they have seen and what they see coming tomorrow. Before I conclude, I wish to express my sincere gratitude to the General Council, the Board of Governors, the Mayo College Committee in particular, the Old Boys Society, my 2 fellow principals, Ma'am Kanchan Khanke of the Girls' School and Mr. Sanjay Khati of the Mayur School. Let me tell you, despite having a large campus, a lot of infrastructure, we cannot function without the complete and willing assurance and support of these other 2 schools. So thank you both very much for that. While some of us are visible on stage from time to time, what you see around the campus and whatever looks good to you has been done by unseen hands of our staff members, subordinate staff, karamcharis, casual workers, and I think you have every reason to be proud of their contribution to what the school looks like today. So I think they deserve a huge cheer from us. So once again, thank you very much, Your Excellency, for providing us yet again a chief guest who is an eminently distinguished old boy and allowing me to be able to share the stage with such eminent personalities year on year, all of whom belong to our great Mayo College. So without further ado, I hand you over to my college captain, Ayan Jain.
Thank you, sir. I, Ayan Jain, the college captain, am honored to address this distinguished gathering of eminent old boys, proud parents, and young leaders. Today, I reflect on my journey from joining in grade 7 to standing at this platform, an enthralling ride that has not just been peculiar to me, but is to every single student who has passed out of this institution. Sitting in the audience for these past years, I've always asked myself, what is it that distinguishes Mayo from others? What draws thousands back to this place each year from across the globe? I've wondered about this often, but found my answers only after spending these eventful 6 years here at Mayo. It is for the true essence and spirit of being a Mayoite. For those who have just joined Mayo, or students who have not yet fully experienced the Mayo life, I assure you that you will thank your parents once you have gone through the full circle of a Mayoite's life. It is today that realization dawns on me that 3 months from now, we too would be a part of the world that Mayo groomed us for, as we shall proudly carry the title of Old Boys. Mayo has given me an identity, a vision, a sense of morality, a sense of purpose, but above all, it has made me the human being I am today. It is here that I have discovered the true nature and the true spirit of brotherhood. It is only after spending these 6 years that I have metamorphosed into a student who is capable and adaptable of facing the outside world. At Mayo, I have failed, I have won, I have cried, I have laughed, but above all, I have learned a lot. The happiness of receiving my first award, the collective grief of losing an inter-house match, standing by one another and growing up in the process, it has all been wonderful. It is in giving that you will receive the most from Mayo, for respect of our friendships, for recognition of our character. My advice to all the students adoring the colorful Safas is to move forward with an attitude of giving to Mayo, not falling into the trap of mediocrity, but walking the path of achieving excellence. It is not just about the magnificent main building or the sprawling Bikaner pavilion that defines Mayo. It is you who define Mayo and embody its name and ethos. It just seems like yesterday when I first arrived at the gates of this institution, when all my identity was linked to a scholar number and not where I came from. It is with complete conviction that I reiterate the words of my predecessors and a message to my parents. You left me as a boy in the lap of Mayo. I now come back to you as a gentleman. Finally, I end my speech with a request to each and every Mayoite, young and old alike, to keep the Pacharanga flying high, to bring it pride, to bring it glory. For under its shadow, we have lived our childhood and created the best memories of our lives. Let there be light and go Mayo. I now welcome Shashwat Bose, the college vice captain.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As we have bounced back in full capacity post the pandemic, Mayo College has consistently received recognition and awards as a premier residential school by many credible non-commercial organizations. The awards recognize our versatile infrastructure, professional development of our staff, and our alumni network. One significant infrastructural development is the restoration of Alvar House, with each octant having separate domains which cater to the tagline, beyond curriculums, beyond campus, and beyond class 12. For parents and prospective parents, it houses an information center with online and offline resource materials. As an example, campus as a classroom is a concept at Mayo which is now well embedded. An example is the outdoor classroom at the Open Air Map, courtesy the 71 batch. The Open Air Map itself now has a virtual component through augmented reality. our iconic clock tower has been restored to its original pristine condition. As I prepare to leave this school in a few months, I am conscious of the blend of tradition and technology that is the hallmark of Mayo today. I now invite Aditya Ori, the college academics captain.
To begin, I would like to throw some light on the academic prowess of the batch of 2022. The batch average stood at 87.4%. Over 94% of the boys bagged a distinction. At Mayo, academics has never been confined to textbooks. Boys of the senior school are taken regularly on field trips to ensure a better understanding of the subjects. Hands-on experience, global citizenship, organizing complex events in school prepare us for a fast-changing world. A landmark achievement has been the introduction of an international curriculum. This has been well received, and 1/3 of Class 9 has taken up the Cambridge curriculum. For those students who want to appear in the JEE and NEET examinations, a hybrid program of online and offline coaching has been introduced this year. In conjunction with the enhanced career guidance called the Higher Education Awareness Program, the coaching scheme should be a game changer for senior Mayoites. Finally, to cater to the growing blend of digitalization and data analytics, we have a brand new AI and robotics lab. We hope these measures will result in better outcomes than our preceding batches. Next, we have Shaurya Jain, the college cultural activities captain.
Thank you, Aditya. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. After nearly 2 years of online events, the campus saw a plethora of physical events take place in school this year. The school hosted the 9th consecutive French Festival in collaboration with the Quebec Government Office in India and the Canadian High Commission. This year, the school also hosted the first ever offline German festival, or Deutsch Mahotsav. The school was fortunate to resume exchange programs, and 2 boys participated in a cultural exchange to South Africa for over 6 weeks. And the exchange partners, Zach and Estienne, are spending their last day with us today. Communication skills are a key component for future success. To develop this, there has been increased focus on debates and Model United Nations events. Nearly 2/3 of our boys got an opportunity to participate this year. We are pleased that a performing arts facility has been introduced. This provides our boys an opportunity to express themselves through multiple mediums. You would have seen glimpses of this during the concert last evening. Mayo College is one of the leading members of the Round Square organization. In order to give students maximum participation opportunities, we have been sending double delegations to nearly every conference. Our school societies have resumed their activities, and a number of publications have been prepared. You'll find some of them on the PG app. Finally, we are happy that all activities have been revived fully. We are grateful that the boys are entrusted with autonomy to plan and organize events at inter-school levels. Sports are the heart of a boarding school life. To talk about that, over to Gaurav Singh, the college sports captain.
We take pride in the fact every Mayoite gets an opportunity to play sports every day, every single day. Very few schools can claim this. The last 2 years had been disappointing because we could not organize many sporting events due to the pandemic. We are very happy that we are back at the full capacity once more. A major feature of our sports program after the pandemic has been emphasis on fitness and conditioning. We also have dedicated clinics for increasing number of sports. This year, we are introducing 2 additional sports. One hand, cycle polo is being revived, and on the other, volleyball is being introduced from the next term. In the end, I would like to say, to be a sportsman, you need 4 S: stamina, speed, strength, and skill. But the most important of them is the 5th S, sportsmanship, which is the spirit of a true Mayoite. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, and thank you to all the 5 central appointments. May I now request our chief guest, Mr. Leo Puri, to kindly give up with the prizes. Sir, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. We will now begin with the prize distribution. Class 4 Mathematics Prize, Naman Sood. Class 4 General Science Prize, Kriday Chopra. Class 4 History Prize, Ratnab Sharma. Class 4 Geography Prize, Ayansh Agarwal. Class 4 Computer Science Prize, Class 4 English Prize, Class 4 Hindi Prize, Class 4 Class Prize, Darsh Agarwal. Class 5 English Prize, Aksh Sharma. Class 5 Mathematics Prize, Harshvardhan Bajaj. Class 5 Geography Prize, Rayansh Tuli. Class 5 Computer Science Prize, Anukul Agrawal. Class 5 General Science Prize, Class 5 Hindi Prize, Class 5 History Prize, Class 5 Class Prize, Daksh Gupta. Class 6 Punjabi Prize, Agamjot Singh Maan. Class 6 German Prize, Sudhansh Jaipuria. Class 6 French Prize, Class 6 Hindi Prize, Pranchu Kedia. Class 6 General Science Prize, Class 6 Geography Prize, Class 6 Mathematics Prize, Class 6 Sanskrit Prize, Class 6 Class Prize, Arnav Agarwal. Class 7 English Prize, Vansh Mittal. Class 7 Punjabi Prize, Agambir Singh Sarao. Class 7 French Prize, Adviraj Sanganeria. Class 7 German Prize, Dev Agarwal. Class 7 General Science Prize, Arnav Bansal. Class 7 Sanskrit Prize, Class 7 Hindi Prize, Arham Jain. Class 7 Computer Science Prize, Class 7 Mathematics Prize, Class 7 Social Science Prize, Class 7 Class Prize, Darshan Jain. Class 8 Sanskrit Prize, Vaibhav Bangar. Class 8 Punjabi Prize, Umeed Brar. Class 8 French Prize, Kanish Kapoor. Class 8 Social Science Prize, Viren Singh Tak. Class 8 Computer Science Prize, Pranjal Vashisht. Class 8 Computer Science Prize, Class 8 English Prize, Class 8 German Prize, Nirvan Singhal. Class 8 Hindi Prize, Class 8 General Science Prize, Class 8 Mathematics Prize, Class 8 Sanskrit Prize, Class 8 Class Prize, Raj Anand Kataruka. Class 9 Hindi Prize, Shaheem Ejaz Khan. Class 9 Sanskrit Prize, Aryavardhan Agrawal. Class 9 German Prize, Jayvant Singh Jhala. Class 9 Social Science Prize, Manan Gupta. Class 9 Computer Science Prize, Class 9 English Prize, Class 9 French Prize, Class 9 General Science Prize, Class 9 Mathematics Prize, Class 9 Class Prize, Shlok Agarwal. Special medal for securing 90.2% in the board examinations, Tanishq Agarwal. Special medal for securing 90.2% in the board examinations, Ridanshu Kumar Agarwal. Special medal for securing 90.6% in the board examinations, Krish Chhajer. Special medal for securing 90.6% in the board examinations, Aviraj Singh. Special medal for securing 91.4% in the board examinations, Apurva Agrawal. Special medal for securing 91.4% in the board examinations, Akash Kumar. Special medal for securing 91.6% in the board examinations, Rishi Vimal Patel. Special medal for securing 92% in the board examinations, Shalak Varad Bansal. Special medal for securing 92% in the board examinations, Rajan Kaswa. Special medal for securing 92.2% in the board examinations, Anirudh Gupta. Special medal for securing 92.4% in the board examinations, Keshav Jindal. Special medal for securing 92.4% in the board examinations, Angad Kalra. Special medal for securing 92.8% in the board examinations, Tushar Soni. Special medal for securing 93.2% in the board examinations, Abhishek Santaram. Class 10 Social Science Prize, Special medal for securing 93.4% in the board examinations, Agrim Goyal. Special medal for securing 93.6% in the board examinations, Utkarsh Mishra. Class 10 English Prize, Class 10 French Prize, Special medal for securing 93.8% in the board examinations, Chaitanya Patil. Special medal for securing 94% in the board examinations, Siddhant Agrawal. Special medal for securing 94.2% in the board examinations, Lakshajit Singh Shaktawat, in absentia. Special medal for securing 94.6% in the board examinations, Anirudh Kaura. Special medal for securing 95% in the board examinations, Shrijan Upadhyay. Class 10 Mathematics Prize, Special medal for securing 95% in the board examinations, Harshal Narsaria. Class 10 German Prize, Special medal for securing 95% in the board examinations, Advait Chaudhary. Special medal for securing 96.4% in the board examinations, Vinayak Agarwal. Class 10 Mathematics Prize, Special medal for securing 97.4% in the board examinations, Dhruv Pratap Singh. Class 10 Sanskrit Prize, Special medal for securing 97.4% in the board examinations, Darsh Khandelwal. Class 10 General Science Prize, Class 10 Hindi Prize, Class 10 Class Prize, Special medal for securing 97.8% in the board examinations, Akhand Bhardwaj. Class 11 English Prize, Dhruvraj Singh Kushwaha. Class 11 Biology Prize, Aditya Rai. Class 11 Mathematics Prize, Daksh Chawla. Class 11 Computer Science Prize, KC Khanna Medal for the Best Extempore Speaker in Hindi Debates 2021-22, Suryavardhan Singh Shekhawat. Class 11 Political Science Prize, Qazi Mohammad Sirajuddin. Class 11 Physical Education Prize, Piyush Gaur. Class 11 Sculpture Prize, Anant Vijay Kishore Singh. Class 11 Music Prize, Neel Upadhyay. Class 11 Physics Prize, Class 11 Psychology Prize, Arul Mohanty. Class 11 History Prize, Class 11 Geography Prize, Vikram GK Challenge Trophy presented by KKS Rana in memory of his father-in-law Thakur Sahib Vikram Singh Ji of Rohit, Yash Pratap Singh Rathore. Kishangarh Medal for the Best Speaker in Hindi Debates 2021-22, Athar Singh. Class 12 Biology Prize, Rachit Mehta. Class 12 Accountancy Prize, Special Medal for securing 90% in the board examinations, Samrit Baeti. Class 12 Fine Art Prize, Special Medal for securing 90.3% in the board examinations, Utsav Jaiswal. Mayo College Old Boys Society Academics Award, Special Medal for securing 90.3% in the board examinations, Baljinder Singh. Special Medal for securing 90.5% in the board examinations, Tejas Singh. Special Medal for securing 90.5% in the board examinations, Jigdal Chopal Bhutia in absentia. Special Medal for securing 90.8% in the board examinations, Abhir Shivastav. Special medal for securing 91% in the board examinations, Agrim Mittal, in absentia. Special medal for securing 91.3% in the board examinations, Kush Goyal. Class 12 Accountancy Prize, Special medal for securing 91.3% in the board examinations, Hirdesh Pishwani. Special medal for securing 91.5% in the board examinations, Anindya Vasu Priyadarshi. Class 12 Biology Prize, Special medal for securing 91.5% in the board examinations, Anant Beam Basnet. Special medal for securing 92% in the board examinations, Abdul Wahid Stowe Medal for the Best Speaker in English Debates 2021-22, Raghav Singh Ranawat, in absentia. Class 12 Physics Prize, A.R. Gupta Scholarship for Physics, Special medal for securing 92.3% in the board examinations, Raudesh Singh. Class 12 Fine Art Prize, Class 12 Painting Prize, Special medal for securing 92.3% in the board examinations, Mayo College Old Boys Society Academics Award, Maldev Singh Chauhan. Special medal for securing 92.5% in the board examinations, Aviral Narang, in absentia. Special medal for securing 92.5% in the board examinations, Prithviraj Singh Chauhan. Special medal for securing 92.5% in the board examinations, Ujjwal Agarwal, in absentia. Class 12 Yoga Prize, Special medal for securing 92.8% in the board examinations, Devilaksh Singh Natawat. Class 12 Chemistry Prize, Class 12 Mathematics Prize, Class 12 Computer Science Prize, Mr. Om Prakash Kapoor and Mrs. Urmila Kapoor Scholarship for scoring the highest marks in mathematics in Class 12 board examinations. Special medal for securing 92.8% in the board examinations, Devansh Paliwal. Class 12 Photography Prize, Class 12 Informatic Practices Prize, Special medal for securing 93% in the board examinations, Ryan Singh, in absentia. Special medal for securing 93% in the board examinations, Aditya Bangar, in absentia. Class 12 Physical Education Prize, Special medal for securing 94% in the board examinations, Adiraj Jandu. Special medal for securing 94% in the board examinations, Prabhav Bansal. Special medal for securing 94% in the board examinations, Abhishek Gupta, in absentia. Class 12 Fine Art Prize, Special medal for securing 94.5% in the board examinations, Yaduraj Singh Rathore. Class 12 Geography Prize, Special medal for securing 94.8% in the board examinations, Chetan Singh. Class 12 Physics Prize, Class 12 Chemistry Prize, A.R. Gupta Scholarship for Physics, Special medal for securing 94.8% in the board examinations, Shubhav Suri, in absentia. Class 12 Geography Prize, Class 12 Music Prize, Special medal for securing 95% in the board examinations, Vedansh Nahar, in absentia. Class 12 History Prize, Class 12 Political Science Prize, Class 12 French Prize, Special medal for securing 95.8% in the board examinations, Mayo College Old Boys Society Cultural Activity Award, Nachiket Kirat Javli, in absentia. Class 12 Psychology Prize, Class 12 German Prize, Special medal for securing 96% in the board examinations, Mayo College Old Boys Society Academics Award, Abdul Wahid Stowe Medal for the Best Speaker in English Debates 2021-22, Udit Singh, in absentia. Special medal for securing 96.3% in the board examinations, Arnav Goyal. Class 12 Physics Prize, Class 12 Chemistry Prize, Class 12 Mathematics Prize, A.R. Gupta Scholarship for Physics, Mr. Om Prakash Kapoor and Mrs. Urmila Kapoor Scholarship for scoring the highest marks in mathematics in Class 12 board examinations, special medal for securing 96.3% in the board examinations, Vasu Sajdeva. Special medal for securing 96.5% in the board examinations, Yash Kishan. Class 12 Business Studies Prize, Class 12 Physical Education Prize, special medal for securing 96.8% in the board examinations, Rishabh Mahajan. Class 12 Applied Mathematics Prize, Class 12 Economics Prize, Class 12 Accountancy Prize, special medal for securing 97.3% in the board examinations, Ronit Agarwal. Class 12 Craft Prize, Class 12 English Prize, Class 12 Applied Mathematics Prize, Class 12 Economics Prize, Class 12 Class Prize, Janjari Scholarship for standing first in Class 12 board exams, Shrimati Shanta Devi Thakur Scholarship for all-round performance in Class 12 board examinations, special medal for securing 97.8% in the board examinations, KC Khanna Medal for the best extempore speaker in Hindi debates 2021-22, Krish Garg. Mayo College Art Trophy for the Most Promising Artist, presented by Mrs. B.C. Gui, Yaduraj Singh Rathore, and Maldev Singh Chauhan. Captain Wazir Chand Bali Trophy for the Best Chess Player, presented by Mr. R.T.N. Bali, Adamya Rawat. Carlil Cup for Progressive Development, presented by Vice Admiral Sir Stephen Carlil, Kirtidev Varman Singh. Class 11 Chemistry Prize, King Constantine Medal for Round Square Conference in the Common Cause for Self-Effacement 2021-22, Amog Agarwal. Deepak Puri Science and Innovation Award 2022 in Middles category, Muhammad Laiz Imran Sheikh. Deepak Puri Science and Innovation Award 2022 in Seniors category, Arav Jain. Class 11 Painting Prize, Special Medal for Excellence in Fine Arts 2021-22, Aditveer Singh. Special Medal for Excellence in Athletics 2021-22, Abhijay Singh Jaglan. Special Medal for Excellence in Equestrian 2021-22, Arjun Pal, in absentia. Special Medal for Excellence in Sport Climbing 2021-22, Kabir Sehgal. Class 11 Mathematics Prize, Special Medal for Excellence in Swimming 2021-22, Viraj Bhargav. Special Medal for Excellence in NCC 2021-22, Special Medal for Excellence in Boxing 2021-22, Tanesh Sharma. Special Medal for Excellence in Co-Curricular Activities 2021-22, Shaurya Jain. Class 11 Psychology Prize, Class 11 Economics Prize, Class 11 Applied Mathematics Prize, Class 11 Accountancy Prize, Class 11 Business Studies Prize, Class 11 Class Prize, Principal's Medal for Excellence in Academics 2021-22, Aditya Ori. Special Medal for Athletics, Special Medal for Hockey, Principal's Medal for Excellence in Sports 2021-22, Gaurav Singh. Class 11 Informatic Practices Prize, Class 11 German Prize, Principal's Medal for Excellence in Co-Curricular Activities 2021-22, Principal's Medal for All-Round Merit 2021-22, Shashwat Bose. Deepak Puri Science and Innovation Award in Seniors category, President's Medal for All-Round Merit 2021-22, Ayan Jain. Panna Cup for Inter-House Debates in Hindi, presented by Maharaj Kumar Narendra Singh Ji of Panna, Ajmer House. College Cup for Inter-House Debates in English, Bharatpur House. Vikram Singh Deogar Memorial Cup for Best House in Mayo Annual Flower Show, presented by Mr. Ripudaman Singh in memory of his late father, late Vikram Singh Ji of Deogar, Rajasthan House. Chaturvedi Trophy for Best Junior House in Academics, presented by Mrs. and Mr. Pramod Chaturvedi, Prithvi Raj House. Oman Cup for Academics, presented by His Highness Said Fahar bin Taimur Al Said, Section 7D. Trophy for the Best Maintained House, presented by the batch of 1957-58, Kashmir House. Chief of Army Staff Cup for Discipline, presented by General V.K. Singh, PVSM, AVSM, YSM, former Chief of Army Staff, Bharatpur House. Deogar Cup for Academics for Middle Houses, presented by Rawat Nar Singh Ji of Deogar, Ajmer. Hyderabad Forces Cup for Academics for Senior Houses, presented by Brigadier Abji Randir Singh Ji of Koila and officers and men of Hyderabad Forces, Kashmir House. academic trophy, overall seniors and middles, presented by Golden Jubilee batch of 1963-64, Kashmir House. Thank you, sir.
Now we'll move on to the next category of awards, that is JTM Gibson Award for Excellence. Mr. JTM Gibson was a principal of Mayo College from 1954 to 1969. He was a recipient of Padma Shri and OBE awards. The JTM Gibson Award for Excellence has been instituted by the batch of 1966-67 for recognizing outstanding achievement by old boys. May I now request Senior Vice President, General Counsel, to kindly announce the JTM Gibson Award for the year 2020 and request the Chief Guest to present the same. Your Highness.
It is my privilege to announce that the JTM Gibson Excellence Award for the year 2020 goes to Mr. Vikram Chandra, Old Boy 1980 batch.
Mr. Vikram Chandra completed his secondary education at Mayo College. He is from the 1980 batch and was part of Jaipur and Jodhpur House. After a short stay at St. Xavier's College, Mumbai, he came to the United States as an undergraduate student. In 1984, he graduated from Pomona College, California, with a magna cum laude BA in English, with a concentration in creative writing. He then attended the film school at Columbia University in New York. Mr. Vikram Chandra, first novel, Red Earth, Pouring Rain, was published in 1995. The book was received with outstanding critical acclaim and won the Commonwealth Writers' Prize for Best First Book and the David Haim Prize for the Fiction. His collection of short stories, Love and Longing in Bombay, was published in 1997. Love and Longing in Bombay won the Commonwealth Writers' Prize for Best Book and was shortlisted for the Guardian Prize. It was included in many Best Books of the Year list, including the New York Times, the Guardian, and Outlook magazine. Sacred Games, a novel, was published in 2006. The book was awarded the Hutch Crossword Prize for Fiction in English in 2006. It was also the winner of 2007 Solo Book Award and was finalized for the National Book Critics Circle Award for Fiction. It was included in numerous Best of the Year lists and received amazing critical acclaim. A non-fiction book titled Geek Sublime, The Beauty of Code, The Code of Beauty, alternately titled as Mirrored Mind, My Life in Letters and Code, was published in 2013. In addition to being included in many Best Books of the Year list, Geek Sublime or Mirrored Mind was selected as the Editor's Choice book by the New York Times Book Review and included the best book science books we read in 2014 by Wired magazine. It was a finalist for the National Book Critics Circle Award in the criticism category. In 2018, Netflix released a series based on the novel Sacred Games with Mr. Vikram Chandra attached as an executive producer. In 2019, the series was included in the New York Times, the list of 30 best international shows of the decade. It also gained overwhelming popularity in India and global praise. He was also the co-writer of Mission Kashmir, an Indian film that was released internationally in October 2000. Mr. Chandra is a co-founder and CEO of Granthika, a software startup dedicated to reinventing writing and reading for the digital age. Granthika is a revolutionary AI-powered editor that intelligently manages all story elements for writers, freeing them to be even more creative. It is based on groundbreaking technology that seamlessly blends text and data, allowing users to blend text and domain knowledge as they write. Mr. Chandra's work has been published in the Paris Review and the New Yorker. In 2015, he was awarded Guggenheim Fellowship. His work has been translated into 20 languages. Mr. Chandra currently divides his time between Mumbai and Berkeley, California, where he teaches creative writing at the University of California. For his outstanding achievements in the field of literature and creative writing, Mr. Vikram Chandra is being conferred the JTM Gibson Excellence Award for 2020. May I now request Senior Vice President, General Counsel to announce the name of the next awardee. Your Highness.
It is my privilege to announce that the JTM Gibson Excellence Award for the year 2022 goes to Dr. Hig Ludor, Old Boy, 1966-67.
Dr. Hage Lodo joined Mayo College after winning a National Merit Scholarship from Northeast Frontier Agency. He is from the 1966-67 batch and was part of Rajasthan House. Dr. Lodo initiated his primary education at Village Hari. He started learning maths and English only in grade 4 when he was shifted to school headquartered in Zero. He belonged to first generation of Apatani tribe of Subansiri district who attended school. British officials had classified this tribe as Stone Age in the 1930s. The Apatani would not feed children who didn't work, and the school children starved until the government gave them an extra ration of 30 kilo of rice. Dr. Lodor collected firewood in the forest in free time to exchange for rice. There were neither roads nor electricity in his village, but the long distances walked helped develop his athletic abilities. He was an excellent long distance runner. Mr. Jack Gibson was startled to find the new student who spoke neither Hindi nor English. He was initially placed in M1, which is today's class 8. Owing to his incredible progress, he was promoted to U2, which is today's class 9, and this happened within the term. He won the Vice Admiral Carlyle Cup for Best All-Round Improvement and represented the school in both hockey and football. He was also a member of Rajasthan football team for juniors. He passed out in 1967, having done biology in higher secondary. Dr. Lodor did his pre-medical and MBBS from Bangalore Medical College and later completed a postgraduate diploma in public health and hygiene from Kolkata. He joined the Central Health Service in 1975 and served his whole career in Arunachal Pradesh, where he retired as Director, Health Services. He is much remembered for his efforts in eradicating TB, leprosy, and battling AIDS. Dr. Lodor introduced short duration chemotherapy for TB, realizing that the traditional 2-year course of medicine had a very poor compliance. He founded the Arunachal Pradesh Doctors Association and was its general secretary for a long time. He also started the Apatani Career Guidance Forum and is the founder president of the Tani Supam Dukum, the Apatani Apex organization. Dr. Lodor signed the historic peace agreement between the Pathanis and Isis in 2015, ending centuries of conflict. Dr. Lodore encouraged children to go for higher education. He learned the value of simple living, sincerity, and social work from Jack Gibson. A revered social leader and reformer of Arunachal Pradesh, he campaigned for safe drinking water in Nefa and introduced villagers to the ideas of hygiene, sanitization, and waste disposal. Dr. Hage Lodore's inspirational life story was aired on YouTube in the form of biopic documentary. For his outstanding achievements in the fields of social service and medicine, Dr. Hage Lodore is being conferred the JTM Gibson Excellence Award for the year 2022. Thank you, Your Highness. Late Thakur Raghuraj Singh Ji of Badnor was a student of Mayo College from 1941 to 1952 and served as a teacher at Mayo College from 1958 to 1993. He was popularly known as Mr. RRS. The RRS Outstanding Teacher Award instituted by the batch of 1967-68 is given to a current teacher in recognition of the contribution made by him or her in inspiring and involving the students of Mayo College through creative and innovative techniques that promote self-motivated learning and goal setting in the academic as well as social responsibility in school and beyond. May I now request General Kulkarni to kindly announce the RRS Outstanding Award and request the Chief Guest to present the same.
It is my privilege to announce the RRS Outstanding Teacher Award instituted by the batch of 1967-68 for the year 2022 to our HOD Physics and Housemaster Ajmer House, Mr. Rajesh Soni.
May I now request our Chief Guest, Mr. Leo Puri, to address the gathering.
Your Highness, Maharaja of Karoli, Mayo General Council, members of the faculty, General Kulkarni, and of course the old boys, especially the old boys who are celebrating their 50th anniversary, and most of all the current boys to whom my remarks today must be addressed above all. First, it's an enormous privilege to be standing here. I'm not sure if it's deserved, but I'm really delighted to be able to do this. And there is no better feeling for an old Mayoite than to come back and have an opportunity like this, let alone in this very distinguished, privileged gathering. So thank you, General Counsel and everyone for having me here. It is supposed to be my duty to offer some prescriptions to the young students, but I have never been inclined to offer certainties as a recipe for life. And in fact, as a young man, when I first went to university, one of the first essays I read was by Isaiah Berlin, a well-known philosopher, which was called The Hedgehog and the Fox. And boys, I suggest you all read it early in life. Essentially, in very simple terms, it says, there have been two types of leaders in the world, was Berlin's thesis. Those who had a very definite view of life, their moral principles, and the way the world should be shaped, and those who had to deal with uncertainty, were always asking questions rather than seeking answers. And as examples of the former, he gave Plato, Karl Marx, Nietzsche, and as examples of the latter, Shakespeare, Aristotle. And, this made a big impression on me because I honestly always admired foxes more than hedgehogs, even though hedgehogs have made a major contribution. People would say Winston Churchill was probably a hedgehog, and he led his country terrifically. And I leave it to you to determine which of our former prime ministers or current prime ministers falls into which category. But it's an important way to think about how to lead your life. And as I toured the campus yesterday, and there's always a danger of falling into nostalgia and losing oneself in that process in this beautiful campus. And I must congratulate everyone as to how stunning it looked as I walked around. I did ask myself, what is it about this institution which has been a crucible of my character and of forming who I am, that truly in essence I can relate to today and can offer some reflections for those of you who are still here. And the best I could do was to distill it into 3 elements that I think have always stayed with me, and without generalizing, I think have stayed with many Mayoites that I know. The first is curiosity, the second is empathy, and the third is self-belief. Let me just talk about what I might mean by this. The curiosity is just a function of the environment you're thrown into. You arrive as a young boy with very little defined for you, a tremendous range of opportunities, which of course you've heard displayed. The college boys have talked about it. You'd have spent a day witnessing for yourselves how amazing the opportunities are, whether it's in academics and culture and sport, every one of them. And you have to start to shape your response to that environment. So the only way you can do that, honestly, is by starting to ask questions. Questions to yourself, but also questions to the support system that the school offers, whether that's your peers, whether that's the faculty. And this curiosity has to translate into a lifelong drive for seeking improvement, for understanding that there is always further to go. And it is part of the fuel for a Mayoite's ambition, that you assume that there is always more to know, there is more to learn, there is more to experience. And as I look back on my time, I had that overwhelming sense that no matter what I did, no matter what I thought I had understood, there was always another step and another step. And the notion of empathy is a very precious one. It's not sympathy, which is feeling sorry for someone. It's actually being able to understand a different perspective. That is a massively valuable life skill. And again, you're thrown in with a group of people vastly different from yourself, almost by design. They could be from different parts of the country. They will come from different communities, different families with different values. Some will be wealthy, some will be poor. And it really doesn't matter after a while. And the richness of Mayo is that you carry through your life the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes. That is a quality that is very rare, in fact, much needed today. But again, it's a quality that I find most of us who have been through the experience at this school carry with us forever. And it's again a life skill that is hard to buy or acquire easily anywhere else. The third, which is self-belief, is, it struck me as I was walking around that how did we manage to leave this place, which is in a sense quite cocooned and shut off from the rest of the world, and yet step into life unafraid. We may be innocent, we may be ignorant in some ways, but we were not afraid. And what was it about this place that allowed us to step into what was a very uncertain world with a certain amount of preparation, but also this very cocooned atmosphere that we had grown up in, which had kept us largely innocent of many things? How were we able to find our way? And again, I put it back to this seminal experience of having to pick yourself up and keep going, the self-reliance that you actually learn. It's partly about discipline, it's partly about the willingness to fight your corner, it's partly about the willingness to build coalitions that will help you amongst your peers. And all of this ultimately creates a sense that whatever the challenge may be, why not have a shot at it? What is there that might hold you back? And why not feel that you can go into the world with the ability to take the risk that is necessary to challenge it? And that notion of being unafraid is, I think, another very critical distilled essence of what I think Mayo left for me. And again, as I reflected on it, this is something that has helped shape how I've thought about my life. I never had a clear view on a profession, an occupation, or a vocation. I did fine at school, I did fine at university. I started off, in a sense, needing economic independence above all, and wanted to travel the world, so I took a job with a British merchant bank that was going to send me somewhere. Did that for a while, thought it was a little dull, thought I should become a professional, decided law, since our founding fathers had all done law, must be a way to acquire a proper, serious profession and a vocation. So I thought, yes, I'll become a professional as opposed to a generalist. So I did law and did actually rather well, qualified well, worked for one of the leading law firms in the country, and decided after a few months that it wasn't really going to be either economically sustainable for me, and was a bit of a cottage industry, because everybody else I was working with seemed to be the son or nephew or daughter of somebody else. And I was fundamentally a meritocrat, and I didn't like that idea. And so I thought I'll do something else, went back to England and found myself introduced by a friend to this notion of management consulting, which was much sought after. And I'm not sure I had any particular skills, but I was a Mayo boy, so I was unafraid. I certainly had the self-belief, I had the confidence, and I said, well, whatever it is, how difficult can it really be? Honestly, why not give it a shot? Without having any idea, honestly, what it actually implied. But I thought I probably would have a reasonable chance of pulling it off. Did that for a number of years, had always had an interest in policy, coming back to India, and fate determined that I did. Enjoyed that immensely. And again, at a certain point, I was just asked if I'd like to try something else, which I'd never done before, which is principal investing, what people call private equity, quite late in my career. And again, I thought, well, why be afraid? I mean, how difficult can it be? And so gave that a shot for a while, which was fine. And then after a few years, the government of India were looking for somebody to help a former state-owned institution prepare for privatization. And I was asked to do that, and I thought, well, now maybe this is my chance to do something akin to public service, if not exactly public service. Highly risky venture, lots of stakeholders to manage. And again, if I look back, the skills of empathy, of curiosity, and of self-belief allowed me to navigate what was a very challenging process of managing many conflicting stakeholders with many different views of what the right answer was. But as I said at the outset, I don't believe in prescriptions. I do believe in understanding the other point of view, however irrational it may be. If you are going to move ahead, it must start with the effort to understand the opposing point of view. When you are being opposed, and trust me, you will be opposed often, more often than you will find support in your life, whether it's professional or in any other field. You must grasp this central point and take this lesson from these fields. Understand the other perspective if you want to get ahead. That is the meaning of empathy. That is the benefit of being with a group of peers who have been as diverse as the group that you have been with. If you can't acquire that skill here amongst such a diverse group with such a range of backgrounds and views, where will you ever acquire it? Associated with that is the ability of never underestimating somebody, never reduce anyone's dignity or assume that somehow they are intrinsically inferior to the point of view or to your status or in any other sense. Again, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something which Mayo teaches you naturally. Empathy, respect, the willingness to respect different points of view and people of different backgrounds. And finally, I find myself in another role today. I'm doing various things. And all of it has ultimately, I think, come from a combination of these qualities. At 61, I'm still curious. I still try to see the other point of view. And I still have self-belief, even enough self-belief to stand here undeserved as it is and speak to you today at my alma mater, of which I am hugely proud. And if you think about the world of work which you're going into, and you think of the rite of passage today, you will have to find yourself in a workplace dealing with colleagues. You will be a citizen and part of civil society. Many of you will be a husband and a father. And you also have to think about how these qualities help you in those three critical domains, those aspects of the rite of passage of growing up and taking responsibility. In the world of work today, it is going to be of very little use, however creditable, how well you did in your exams or anything for that matter which might have been a skill acquired by rote learning. You've got computers, artificial intelligence, lots of things that are going to displace basic human skills. So anywhere you go today, it's the skill of collaboration, of integrated problem solving, of being able to form judgments. These are the skills that carry you forward in the world of work of tomorrow. It is no longer for sure for this generation going to have to do anything about simply having been a good student alone. It's a creditable thing to be a good student, but you're going to need everything else that Mayo focuses on. And I'm sure you've all derived the benefit of that. And I can see it in the all-round nature of the prizes that were given today, that there are people who strive for this idea of all-round development so that notions of collaboration, notions of integrative solving problems, of judgment, of empathy can come through. And the same, frankly, applies as a member of civil society. In a world which is somewhat polarized today, I think the Mayo spirit of being able to understand an issue on its merit, question it, challenge it, not be drawn into doctrine, is again a quality that is of incredible importance in society at this point. And I really hope all of you will carry that spirit forward with you, because it is absolutely essential for the future of this country that we find a way to take these very simple learnings which we take for granted and not lose it as we go into the jungle, which is the outside world, where we'll be pushed and pulled, but have the self-belief to hold on to this intrinsic essence of who you are and what you are, and carry it always with you. And, honestly, I don't know how we become good husbands and fathers in an environment which is an all-male boarding school, but somehow we do. It's a miracle that I have tried to understand, and I will only credit it, hopefully, to the other qualities that I described, which make us fast learners when we leave, to understand how all of that stuff works, because we certainly don't learn that at school, but we catch up pretty quickly later. So we manage okay. But really, it's a set of qualities which is truly quite remarkable and unique. The last thing I'd say to the boys sitting here is that when you look around you, the people sitting next to you are going to be your friends for a long time, and they're going to be probably your only unconditional friends. Everybody else is going to judge you. You will make many other friends along the way, but they will judge you, not that they will not be good friends. Your children will judge you, and your wives will certainly judge you. But these friends, they will not judge you. They will essentially take you as you are, imperfect as we all are, pick you up when you need to be picked up, and remind you when you get too pompous or big for your boots who you really are as well, because you will always just be one of the boys. And that's, again, a very priceless quality to have friends who can do that to you and who can build you up and pull you down in equal measure when needed, but do it unconditionally, entirely out of love for you. So that is a very precious gift that all of you will carry from this school, I'm sure, without any doubt. And, a word looking forward, I think, again, as I was walking around and was impressed with the campus and all the things, wonderful things that are happening, there is a tendency, which psychologists called, I think, sort of rosy retrospectivism, which simply means when we look back on life, we always think we had a golden age. This is not unique to Mayo. This is a psychological fact of all institutions, whether it's your workplace, the place you went to school, your grandfather's life, he thinks was better than his father's, and and the corresponding side of this coin is declinism, the sense that things are only getting worse. I didn't feel that at all at the school, strangely enough. I felt this was a school that was learning to live with the future. And in conversations I had over the last few years with different people, I know the governing council, the old boys, and many others are engaging on the debate on what a progressive educational institution over the next 10 or 20 years needs to look like. There's no single source of wisdom on that. You can't be doctrinaire about it. But again, in the spirit of Mayo curiosity, we need to ask that question. What will this institution need to do to continue to remain relevant at the forefront in the world of tomorrow? And to do that constructively, without prescriptions or a doctrinaire approach, without rancor, disagreeing agreeably where we need to, that debate must happen to carry this school forward. And I'm glad that it is happening. And I see so much to be proud of today that it fills me with confidence that this is not an institution that you can say in the traditional way, oh, it was so much better in my time, what has happened. I truly have not felt that during my time spent with you. I feel a great sense of optimism, and all I can wish you is, well, as you carry these Mayo qualities, shedding light wherever you go. So, go Mayo. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of Mayo College, may I request His Highness to kindly present a memento to our chief guest, Mr. Leo Puri. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request all of you to kindly rise for national anthem.